Namaste everyone. So my name is Shruti and I'm basically a naturopath. Today here we'll be teaching about TCM, the traditional Chinese medicine. Since you all are doing in yoga, we'll be detailing about it. Okay. So in today's class, we'll be just learning about the introduction, the different history of the traditional Chinese medicine, as well as the theories associated with it. What is the basis of Chinese medicine? So we'll start with the introduction. So as you know, it's traditional Chinese medicine and it's been since 200 BC. That's around so many years ago. So here, the Han dynasty, it's a dynasty called Han. He's a king. So he started it. And then it was continued by other dynasties. Even in present days, the China mainly adopts the Chinese medicine. For example, it may be the acupuncture or the food they take, everything is related to them. Even during the times of the COVID pandemic, they were using this Chinese medicine to treat the corona with the acupuncture and all. So here we'll be seeing the brief history of the Chinese medicine. There was a Chinese philosopher named Tao. His name is Lao Tse. He started something called as Taoism. That's what is a theory of Tao. It's one of his theory by Lao Tse. Wait, let me write it. You can just write it down by Lao Tse in 200 BC. So we'll start with the theory of Tao or Taoism. Okay. So according to Taoism, everything has an energy or the vital energy called Qi or Tao. So this Tao, we know that we have some vital energy, right? Or else the whole system wouldn't exist. We know something called as prana. In yoga, we say prana, isn't it? You know prana, right? We do pranayama to enhance the prana inside our body. Similarly, in Chinese term, it's called as Qi or Tao. So according to this Chinese philosophy, it said that it's the basic constituent of any human life. It's not just human. Anything that is living, it can be the plants, it can be the earth, and it can be the sky, whatever it is. Everything exists because of this Tao. If there is no Tao, there is no existence. So it's said that the whole universe is under the influence of this Tao. The whole universe, including Earth and all the remaining planets, are under the influence of this Tao. And this Tao can also be said as vital force. So it said that this is through which everything emerges, everything disperses. With prana or with the force called as Qi, everything is emerged and everything is dispersed. If there is no Qi, there is no life. That's what is a basic theory of this Chinese TCM. Also, this Qi has a biset, that is the yin and the yang. The Chinese medicine has been taken from the mother nature. The people, as in the olden times, they used to observe the nature. For example, it may be the sunset or the sunrise. They used to tell that the sunrise is positive and sunset is something negative. The sun is a positive because they were relating it with the heaven and the earth. So heaven is always considered positive, right? So sun is above. So they were telling, okay, sun is also positive, it gives light. So always sun was considered positive and anything dark was considered negative. You can relate it to, right? When we go to the lightness, we feel happy. But when we go into dark, we'll be just like, okay, it's dark. It's like that. We just feel a bit of, maybe scared or anything it is. According to the old philosophers, they used to say, live according to Tao. This was said by the old Chinese sages, because we just got to know that whatever we need is through the saving the chi or the energy. So we need to save the chi or improve our energy. So whatever it is has to be lived according to this chi. And it also means that we have to live according to the yin and yang theory, which I will explain to you now. So yin and yang, these are the two opposite things, okay? Two opposite in nature. Here, the yin and yang theory. So this yin and yang theory, this yin and yang. You can see this diagram here, right? So it said that yin and yang are both opposite in nature. One is dark, one is white. Yang is bright, yin is dark, basically. Okay? So yin and yang are opposite, but it said that it cannot live without each other. Both are conclusive yet opposite. For example, it's just like a coin. You need both sides of the coin, right? Similarly, it's how it works. For example, let's say the sun rises but it doesn't set. What's going to happen, right? There is no rotation of the earth, there is nothing. This sun stays there and the other half of the world will be dark. So the whole system or the whole universe will have some issues, right? Where one part of will have sun and the other part will have complete darkness. So that shouldn't happen. That's the reason we have all the revolution of the earth, rotation of the earth takes place. Similarly is the yin and the yang. It's both opposite but similarly conclusive in nature. Plus conclusive. So it said that yin is female in nature and yang is male in nature. Yin is negative, yang is positive. Why? That's we have to ask Tao. They started it because it said that back in Chinese days, they used to see sun as positive, and also it might be due to the patriarchy which was being followed in, especially in Asia. The patriarchy has been quite dominant all over. So that might be one of the reasons. And they said that heaven is everything, and there used to be a lot of God believers and all. So heaven was considered positive. And also we always say, right, there is good in every person and there is bad in every person. It depends on what dominant it is, right? That's how it works. So even in here, even this diagram, there is yin and yang. So it said that yin lives within yang. Yang protects the yin. You know, that's one of the reason where you can relate. Male protects the female. Yin is within, yang is external. That's how it is. This, see, this is dark, let's say. This is yin. This is yang. So here, yin is inside, yang is external. So yin is protected by the yang, but yin gives the direction to the yang. You got it? Yin is within, it's always said. A soul gives a direction to the mind, correct? Similarly, this is how it is. In one half, the yang protects the yin, but in conscious part, the yin gives direction to the yang. It's like that. It's a very beautiful theory. You're understanding the part, right? So that's how the basis of yin and yang basis. I'm just talking about the, we'll go in detail of each of the theories in the later classes. Today we'll have mostly the introductory classes, okay? So this was about yin and yang. Is there any doubt in this yin and yang? concept? Understood? Okay. Any doubt in this chi? No? Yeah, basically prana, the vital force without which nothing, yeah, exactly, nothing can happen in our body. It may be the digestion, the breathing, or any minute function. Outside the body too. So basically that's what the Chinese people tell here. Qi is of, the Tao is of three types, okay? The Tao is of three types. Tao of heaven, that is how the celestial body works, the planet works. The Tao of earth, we know that earth has an energy, earth has a magnetic force. Earth itself is a magnet, it has two poles, the north and the south pole. Similarly, the earth has an energy. So without the energy of the earth, there is no existence of any being in it, correct? We have trees, we as humans live in this earth. So it needs energy. That is heaven, earth, and the Tao of man. These are the three things where these Tao exist. It's everything, right? Heaven is nothing but the universe or the celestial or bodies. Earth is where we live, and the man is us. So the Tao is universal. That's why Tao or the Qi energy is said to be universal. Okay, remember Tao is universal. It is formed as well as dispersed. So it's very important to hold on to this vital force. As age goes on, obviously there is depletion of this vital forces, and also there is few diseases that come up because of the decrease in these vital forces. Also, when we talk about the yin and yang, there should be a balance, right? Whenever there is balance between the yin and the yang, everything is good. Correct? Whenever there is balance between our mind, body and the soul, everything is good. But whenever there is some imbalance in the mind, we'll be distracted. We cannot concentrate on our works. Whenever there is some physical distress, again there's some problem. So that's how it is. There should be balance in everything. Something over or something less will cause disease, or let's say anything. There is some issues, right? So that's how the yin and the yang works, including our human body as well as nature. For example, whenever there is some issues in the nature, there is a lot of calamities that are caused. Let's say global warming. There's a lot of trees, afforestations are being done. So there's global warming. So that's how one is cut, another is raised. That's how the whole universe works. Getting it? Right? Okay. That was about the basic yin and yang. Next, we'll go to 5 element theory. Okay. Fire, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Earth, metal, wood. Fire, earth, metal, wood, water. Okay. So these are the 5 elements according to the Chinese terms. Okay, the fire, the earth, the metal, the wood, and the water. Okay, so these are the 5 basic elements that constitute the whole TCM. Okay, it said that with these 5 elements, there is nature, there is human existence, and everything. We are made up of these 5 elements. Even according to our Indian philosophy, we call it Panchamahabhutas. It's slightly different, which you told. So even in that case, we tell that we are made up of all these 5 elements. Again, there's yin and yang in these elements. Okay, as I told you, the Qi, the yin and yang theory exists everywhere, right? So even we have yin and yang in each of these 5 elements. Also, these 5 elements are interrelated to each other. We'll be going in details of how the fire, the metal, wood, and the water are interrelated. We know that without each of it, we can't survive. we need fire, we need Mother Earth, we need metal, we need wood and water. Also, each of this denotes body parts or organs. Okay, the fire has the fire element has particular organs, the earth element has particular organs, and each of these has particular organs that are present in a human body. For example, in fire there is two type of fire, the major fire and the minor fire. Okay, so according to the fire there are two types, major fire and minor fire. Okay, this is mainly the fire element theory which we have to remember. Okay, so the major fire indicates heart and small intestine. Okay, you can write it down somewhere, you can note it down. The major fire holds heart and small intestine. The minor fire holds pericardium and triple wormer. And the earth, what do you think earth might be? Which organs it might denote? Earth. Minor is pericardium and triple wormer. I'll be telling you what it is. Pericardium. 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 Okay. Yeah. And triple wormer. Triple wormer. So the triple, as the name suggests, is 3. So it said that there are 3 body cavities. The one here, the one in the upper region, chest region, and the abdominal cavity. Okay. So these 3 together consists of triple wormer. Okay, and it's, as the name suggests, warmer. So it should come to the fire element. Okay, these are the 3 parts or the cavities in our body which generates heat. Okay, so fire is one of the most important element in the fire element. One of the most important. All are important, but yeah, fire is important. What do you think is the function of fire in general? Digestion, very good. Anyone else? In general, what do you think? What does fire do? What's the characteristic of fire? Correct? Heat, burning, then warmth, provides warmth. Anything else? Nutrition, metabolism, absorption. Fire is required for all these things. Next, coming to the earth. So, the earth denotes the spleen and stomach. Spleen and stomach are again the most important aspect. Whenever there is imbalance in these in spleen and stomach, the whole gut system gets spoiled, isn't it? The digestive system is very important. Have you heard of gut-brain axis anywhere? Gut-brain axis. So it's the kind of a connection where you have the connection between the digestive system and the brain, the hormonal connection between the digestive system and the brain. Okay, it's very important for all our functions. Okay, so this earth denotes the spleen and the stomach. Okay, next is the metal. What do you think metal organs are? Exactly, it's lung and large intestine. Okay, so the metal, yeah, metal, lung and large intestine. Okay, the metal denotes lung and large intestine. The water denotes the kidney and urinary bladder. The wood denotes the liver and gallbladder. The function of gallbladder, as we just discussed, it stores the bile and it is important for the digestion aspect. Okay, liver, as we all know, why do you think liver is important? Correct, correct. Detoxification effect, correct. So liver is one of the biggest, largest detoxification organ in our human body. We say that skin is skin causes detoxification. So skin mainly, it's nothing but sweat that is gone out. The main work here is done by the liver. So yeah, exactly. The people who are alcoholic, they have liver issues, and this causes a lot of liver problems like liver cirrhosis and a lot more. Basically, fatty liver, what is said as. So these are the basic 5-element theory. So today we'll see how fire, earth, metal, wood and water are related. We have time, so we can just go on it, okay? Okay. So we burn something, it causes ashes, correct? Ashes is nothing but earth, isn't it? So that's how earth is formed. And then from earth, okay, where do you find the metals or the minerals? From the core of the earth, isn't it? Correct. That's how metal and earth are related. And then metal and wood. So basically, metal, okay, when metal liquefies, what happens? What is the, see, yeah, no, whenever metal, whenever there is melting of metal, there is water, isn't it? It's liquid. So it's water consistency, correct? And from water, plants grow. So plants grow to become wood, isn't it? So that's how this is called as creative cycle. Each element creates the other element. Like the fire creates the ashes, that is the earth. The earth has the metal within, so it creates the metal, and the metal, when it gets liquefied, it becomes water. In the sense, it's liquid. So liquid is the water consistency, right? So it becomes water, and water is important for the growth of the plant, which becomes wood. Without earth, rest of these things wouldn't exist. And even if you have earth, what if it's a barren land? If it's a barren land, you cannot grow anything. It requires some nutrition and some water content for the plant to grow. Correct. So that's what I said. All these elements are interrelated. One cannot exist without the other. Correct? That's what the whole Tao is about. The universal life force. We go back again to the basics, right? The whole universe is made of chi. And the chi has two dual aspects, just like us. We are not same with everyone, are we? Each person has a different characteristics. And each characteristics again depends on whom we are communicating with. That's how it works. So yin and the yang theory.